Welcome back to Bunny and Beyond, where we've just left Holtville Hot Springs, and now I'm heading back into Quartzsite to work on my ceiling. It's an overcast day and not the best for driving, but we still get a pretty good view. And while Sparrow was sleeping, I started seeing something in the skies over Yuma Proving Ground. I never know what this is. I always see something floating above this area, and it looks like it's a blimp or some other kind of aircraft, but it doesn't move. It just hovers there, and sometimes it'll stay for weeks. And as we get closer and closer, you can see that it is indeed a blimp. Have you ever seen this? Let me know in the comments if you even know what this is.
Mom, are we there yet? I'm tired of this driving. I don't want to drive anymore.
I know, buddy. It's a long, boring drive from Yuma to Quartzsite, but we're almost back. And once we get back, I've got a new project to work on. This is peel and stick contact paper, but it looks like wood. Because I've got partially this going on, it's very difficult to work with. Not the sticking part, but there's creases in there. Like you can see right here, there are little creases. And there's tools to prevent that from happening, but because it's such a big piece and I'm covering it at such a weird angle, it really does help to slice it down the middle and just do the proverbial 2 boards or 3 boards instead of an entire roll. It's much easier to use in smaller increments. And so that is what I'm doing right now, just cutting it down here with the X-Acto knife. It's probably gonna look a little wonky right now because the way that the van is built, it's very narrow at one end and wider at the other. So there's gonna be spaces like this, but we can just fill them in with long parts when we're done. But for now, it's looking pretty good. All right, on to the next piece. She's all done. Even all the way up and all the way behind. And even, you can't really see it, but in the front, there's like a little bit of white up here that's missing, but it's okay, we'll get it later. Now it's time for bed. And the next morning, we're gonna make some coffee. And I know you guys love those day in the life videos. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like to make coffee in the van. Now, I'm lazy and I use instant coffee, but these milk frothers are a game changer. Highly recommended, 10 out of 10. No, really, look at the froth on that. It just took an instant coffee to the level of cappuccino. It has been an insane week of driving and running around and everything. Got to Quartzsite, didn't spend much time here, but got my solar mounted, my solar installed, and now I'm trying to upgrade my batteries. I went down to Yuma thinking that I was gonna have the week to build. That didn't happen. Didn't build. I think I just got sidetracked hanging out with a friend and enjoying our time. We went to a movie, we did some things, we stayed in the city, so I didn't really have time to build, which is fine. But it just means I still have all this wood in my van. The reason I wanted to build, the last thing I have to build is this cabinet right here. Like it's going to be an over the fridge cabinet thing so that I have room for my clothing and stuff. So I'm not digging it out of pillowcases and bins under the bed. It's just a better storage option for me. I want it to be right here. I want it to be warm from the heat. It's cold when it's under the bed. So I didn't get to building. I thought I was going to come back to Quartzsite and be able to do that this weekend. Not at all. Not even a chance. It just wasn't in the cards. And that's okay. What was the rush, right? What was the rush for the cabinets to be built here? So I have this interview coming up and it's with Bob Wells' team of Cheap RV Living. And they're going to do a segment on my van, just a van tour and a little interview, very much like the one I did in the summer over in Flagstaff. It's editing, Bunny. And of course, as I'm editing this video yesterday, the Cheap RV Living video of my van tour comes out. Once you're done finishing this video, go over to Bob Wells' channel and check out that video. Remember, you're not gonna see the complete van because at that point, I was still in the process of building it. It is pretty inspiring, and that's what I aim to do here is to get you guys out on the road too and show you how to do it, and also the ins and outs and the reality and the chaos, as well as all the beautiful moments too. I will be having a van tour on this channel very soon. I just wanted to wait to do my own tour until I got caught up in time with all the other videos that I'm still catching up with. But the difference is in this one is that I have a whole new van and I'm building it out while I'm on the road and living in it. I thought that was a great topic to discuss with them because I really haven't seen anyone address the fact of what it's like and the realities of building a van on the road while living and traveling and going back and forth and just dealing with life at the same time. It can be convoluted, it can be overwhelming, it can be very, very challenging, but it can also be super rewarding and amazing. And while some people will build their van in a driveway for 8 months or go to a storage facility for 5 months and do it over a summer, I'm doing it in the middle of winter where it can be cold, where it can be difficult, where it can be windy, and living in it at the same time. So it's a little bit different. Plus, I'm on a budget. I'm still doing it as cheap as I can. Granted, this build took a lot more money than my last van, Peekaboo, and it's also taking a lot more time. But that's because you upgrade as you move forward through life, right? Like, I started out in a Ford hatchback, and now I'm in this great big van where I can stand up. I have 2 burners to cook with. I've got heat, I've got solar, I've got a refrigerator, you know? So I'm moving up in my world, but I also want to show other people how to do that as well. So I have this interview. I really wanted to give them like a tour of the van finished, but that's just not going to happen. And sometimes as an Aries, I get impatient and ahead of myself. And that's good, because for this interview, I want them to see what it looks like. This is still a livable space. It's still a beautiful living experience. I'm still living in luxury as far as van life goes. And it's not going to be perfect. And it's okay to take your time and understand that there are going to be setbacks and that things are going to have to change. Like this ceiling, I wanted to do all cedar planks, and I realized that just wasn't going to happen. I was going to have to find an alternative once I tried to remove this inner ceiling thing and realized it was fiberglass, and there was just fiberglass everywhere. That was bad. So what do? You realize, okay, I'm going to have to find something different. You pivot, you find another direction to go in, and you run with it. And now I've got this contact paper wood that I think looks pretty okay. It definitely makes it look cozy in here. It's way better than the stark white. I still feel like I'm in a little wood cabin. So wish me luck at this interview. At the same time, I'm juggling all this stuff between getting something shipped from a battery company to upgrade my batteries, running down to Yuma, picking up a package there, coming back up here to get a package, running up to Parker, and all the while, Quartzsite is a mess of insane high population right now. 5 police officers were running up and down. They had pulled people over left and right. There were state troopers. There was highway patrol, and everyone is just walking up and down the streets. There's no parking at any of the stores or businesses. Everything's super crowded right now. Traffic is hell. To be honest, I can't even see a van in sight. RV. This is Dome Rock. I am very close to the entrance though, but like no vans. The other direction, there are all these trucks and RVs. Wait, is that a van over there? No, nope. Wait, there's a van. It's over there. That's the, oh, no, actually that's an RV too. Never mind. There are no vans in sight. Everyone here is in an RV, and I mean luxury RV. No little campers, not even a truck over cab, a cab over truck, nothing. And I feel like a very small fish in a pond of sharks. I don't know. It's not for me. It's not for me. It's just a struggle. And the best way to deal with a struggle is to walk it out. So let's go for a walk to our trails. Even though we're not camped at them, we can still walk to them from where we are. Oh, look, someone else is using the trails too, and that makes my heart sing. Come on, Sparrow.
Mom, I'm way ahead of you. I'm already out here, look.
I'm so grateful that my friend V built onto some of these trails. I love that she did all of these amazing trails for people to walk on, and other people are camped at our campsite that we were at before, up over that hill. And I just love that other people are utilizing these trails and enjoying them as much as we do. Oh, V, they're as magical as they ever were. I'm so happy you put these here so we can enjoy them. Thank you so much. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's just gorgeous.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. See Sparrow off leash in a lot of my videos, but I always have a leash with me. Now, I'm a huge proponent for dogs to stay on leash, but there's also appropriate times where they can be off leash. Good boy. You're so good. Stop. Back up. So good. Drop it. Okay, now I'll throw it for you. Good boy. I really did luck out with this dog, you guys. Always, always, always bring a leash. And the other day I did not. And I was rudely reminded why it's so important for me to bring a leash. It's not just to make everyone else feel comfortable, but it's also for my safety and my dog's safety. So Sparrow does not like to be grabbed by the collar. He will put his mouth around your wrist. He's done it to me a few times. He doesn't break skin. He doesn't even push down. He just lets me know that this is a very traumatic area for him. So I don't do it unless I have to. The leash is for my safety too. But you can see right now, we're pretty far from a lot of campers. There's some over here and there's some off in the distance, but we're really not near a lot of people. When we get down there, where it becomes more congested, then he goes back on the leash immediately.
Yeah, I don't like the leash, Mom, but I'll put up with it.
Now that I've got solar power and a proper cooktop, I'm really back in the groove of van life. I'm back in my element, I have a little bit more freedom, and I can start to explore again. With all my time not being taken up by the build, I can start to cook and enjoy myself again. I've got my backpack for shower stuff. I've got my shower bag. I'm ready to go. I got my flip-flops on. My feet are really crusty right now. I'm gonna go take a shower. It's editing bunny again. I wanted to let you know that I have a full video about 2 places you can shower that are pretty affordable in Quartzsite right here. I usually post these kind of videos. They're shorter content ones that are not blog style to my Patreon first before you guys get them. So if you'd like some exclusive content, head over to Patreon and I will see you there. If you want to stay on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me what you think of my videos. Because even just watching my videos helps support me make more content for you. But I know you guys love that day in the life stuff, so I'll give you a little preview of that video here.
Get the hand away from me, Mom.
I'm gonna get it.
No, you're not, Mom. It's mine.
We lose about 4 to 5 balls per month because Sparrow is always misplacing them. So we got this glow-in-the-dark one, hoping we wouldn't lose it, but we lost it within a week. Again?
Got you on it first. Hold on, Mom.
Again? Again? Again. 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 Good boy. So funny, dude. All right. I just got back from Parker Mail and Parker Mail and Parcel Center. Now I'm headed to the store to get some juice. Oops, that's the wrong way. And yeah, don't drive while filming, Bunny. All right, so I just left Parker Mail and Parcel Center. It's a whole tongue-twisting place. They had a little trouble locating my package because the woman didn't hear my last name correctly, which makes sense because my last name is a first name, and a lot of people have an issue with that. They're just like, they always think it's the last name and then the first name, and I have to correct them, and they're like, oh, that's pretty, but it's really a pain in the ass. Anyway, I got my packages. Look, there they are. I got 2 lithium-ion batteries. So excited. Sparrow, are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. I don't know why you're screaming, though.
I also had to get cables to go with it, and then the friend who did the rest of the solar install is going to install the batteries for me in Yuma area, and we're going to film him doing that too. So, stay tuned. Sparrow the flute.
Do it again.
He loves it.
Mommy, do it again. Oh, Mommy, do it again.
No, Sparrow, I have to drive.
I don't care, Mom.
Sparrow, you have to get down. I have to drive.
I don't want to, Mom. I want to go play with my ball. I got my ball, Mom.
You're such a goof, Ruth. I love you so much. I'm so glad I'm catching this on video so that one day when you're old and you don't play like this anymore, I can remember it. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Live life with 2 huge batteries and an extra heater and some cables and a dog that doesn't want to listen right now. It's very stressful. What did you do? Just kidding. You're a good boy. I know you. Squeeze.
Mommy, I don't like that.
Squeeze.
No, I want to be in your lap, Mom.
Sparrow, I'm trying to drive. Want to go for a ride? Let's go for a ride. Come on, you gotta get down. Go get down.
I'm gonna play with my ball, Mom. I'm gonna play with my mom.
Always when I'm in the driver's seat, never when I'm in the bed. Where are we going? Where are we?
Oh my God, Mom. We're in the desert on a dirt road. I have no idea where we're going, Mom.
What do you think we should do? Should we stop?
No, I think you should just follow what the Google lady says to do.
Okay. But why, what's going on over here? Why, we have Tim again from my Nomad directory, bent over underneath my bed. Hello. So
That sounded way more fun than this.
So we've got the old AGM that he's taking out right now, and we've got these new 12 volt, 100 amp hour lithium Life Po 4 batteries. These are group 31. I don't know what that means, but
Size,
Tim does.
Battery size, dimensions.
Okay. I think there's like 2 different groups for this kind of battery.
24 and 31.
See, Tim knows. He knows. Ask him anything. These we measured already. They should fit in that space. And we'll have 2 instead of 1, and probably, what, 4 times the capacity? Not 4 times the capacity, but 4 times the efficiency.
Well, I mean, you can only run the AGM down halfway. So each one of these is worth 2 AGMs plus. So yeah. It should blow this away.
Woohoo! I'm excited.
I don't think, I mean, nowadays you can buy a good budget lithium battery for about the price you're going to pay for an AGM.
And we don't know if the tariffs are going to come back either, or just start all completely.
It's my understanding that the tariffs are going to apply to Canada and Mexico, and not so much to China.
Okay.
So
okay.
But again, I don't.
We don't know for sure. So we bought them before. Well, I bought them so that we could get a good deal on them before any tariffs took place.
Even aside from if there's tariffs or not, the fear of tariffs.
So my AGM over there cost about $200, brand new, and this one, it's 100 amp hour as well. But these both cost about 160 each.
Yeah.
And then the shipping was free. I got them off Amazon. Yeah. We did our research. Tim actually turned me on to this, showed me the video where the guy did a review on this, and I will probably be doing one as well. It's shameless plug time from mynomaddirectory.com. It's a free resource for all nomads that Tim here has created. He says it's not complicated for me. It's like speaking Japanese. Look at all this. I can't do it myself. I really would be lost without Tim. But I'm going to get it. So while Tim's working on the batteries, I'm going to play with Sparrow. Sparrow's been vinegar today because his best friends are all here.
You can't have it, Mom.
I want it. Get it.
No, you can't have it, Mom.
Okay.
You lay here with my toy, my Elmo.
Well, it's the next morning, and where's Sparrow? Well, I'll show you where he is. He's here waiting to go outside because he wants to go play with all his friends.
I will wait for this magic door to open mysteriously, and I will bring them all my ball.
And of course, the dogs at camp come and go into each other's vehicles. This is Hazel, also known as Flower Petal, and I think she's only here because of food. That's it. I'm really sure where my dog is right now, but I think he's over visiting Tim's bus, like Hazel's doing as well, because probably they're eating, and they like that. This is what's going on right now. I've exploded the guts of my van all over my campsite, and I've been building. And what have I been building? Well, I've made this thing, and then you can't see it from the bedside, but because the light is weird, but like I kind of made this partition. It's next to the seat. This kind of works for like a backrest and stuff. It's working out really well. I'm really happy with it. That's going to be an open shelf along here. And then I have the guts of the cabinets. So there's going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4 cabinets. I don't know how I'm going to make the doors yet. I have no idea. But like this is going to be open. This is just for support because I want the light from the window to come in. And then the partition up by the thing. It doesn't feel crowded or anything in here. You can kind of get a feel for what it's going to look like when it's done. Now my bed even feels cozier. Look at how cozy now. But it looks so cozy. Oh, you're not going to get excited now because I'm filming?
I'm sad, Mom. I want to go outside and play with Tim.
I know, baby.
I know I spend most of the day in his bus, but I still miss him.
We now have some cabinets. I know, they look janky. I don't care. They're held together with magnets on the inside right there. We just alien tape them. It's really not that big of a deal. It's super simple, super easy. Nobody's gonna know, right? Nobody's gonna know. They're just little button magnets you get off Amazon. They're linked below. And the only thing to do is now put my clothes in here, which are in pillowcases all over the van, and give Tim his drill back. So thanks, Tim. Cool thing about these cabinets is I now have like a sort of partition between the front and the back with this wall here. And I also have this partition, which kind of makes the bed just a little bit cozier. And then I have another shelf up here. And then I have these two scrap pieces of live edge wood that I figured, I don't know, maybe I'll just put some crystals or a plant on there or something. And I still have room to sit and not bump my head. Cabinet doors are really hard. They're really hard to like hang and make them even. They're always even on one side, but not the other one. So, and you're in a van, everything's gonna move around and shift anyway. So we just kind of let them hang the way they wanna hang. If you've got perfect cabinets, good for you, but I don't. Where is my dog? Why, he's over there making his rounds. What are you doing, Sparrow?
You know, I was playing with my friend, Mom. I'll come home.
Good boy.
Mom, stop, you're embarrassing me.
I love him. Camping with this group of people was so laid back and so much fun. So of course we had to have some nights around the fire.
Tim, are you gonna throw the ball for me? It's time to throw the ball for me, Tim.
Well, I'm really glad I got the cabinets done and the other little details. There's still some building that I want to do, but nothing big. Just maybe some shelving over the bed, but I threw up my back. It's bad. I've already taken a couple of Advil, but my old body, I'm 45 and it's catching up to me. 4 solid days of working and now I'm done. Oh my God, Costa Rican food. Are you kidding me? This amazing woman at camp just made food. So my last day there, I pretty much just rested and watched everything else go on around my van, like Stan playing with Miss Hazel. Aww. And the evening brought another beautiful sunset before I had to leave in the morning, off to my next adventure. I love this life. And all of you for coming along on this journey with me. I'll see you in